The old skinny fat issue. So you're carrying more body fat than you want, but also not having as much muscle as you want. I've been in that situation myself. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a very quick solution to fix this skinny fat problem for good. On my channel, I've got a longer form version of this, which is a bit more of a detailed breakdown. So if you are interested in that, you can go and watch that video and I'll link that in the description. But in today's video, we're going to be going for a very simple approach and thought process to get you out of this skinny fat zone and to build that muscle, get that more leaner muscular physique that you're looking for. So the first thing you got to think about, and here is a very powerful question to ask yourself: am I comfortable gaining more body fat than I currently have? Because in my experience as a coach, I've coached hundreds of people, and I would say 95% of the cases, if people are carrying a bit more body fat around their torso region than they'd actually like, the answer is always going to be cut first, then bulk. Because even if you want to build a lot more muscle than you currently have, your body is going to adapt to any structured training program at the start. And when you're starting out in the gym, skinny fat means that you haven't got that much muscle mass, so you probably haven't done much weight training before, so your body's going to be in a position to adapt quite quickly. So even in this initial cutting phase, if you did a 3-month cut and you're trying to take a few kilograms off your body weight, you are still potentially going to build some muscle and lose fat at the same time. But the benefit of doing the cut first means that if you've got your body fat levels down to a point where you're actually happy and gaining a bit of body fat from there, this allows you to go into a longer term lean bulking phase. And you've got to bear in mind, think long term with this, because if you want a leaner, more muscular physique, you're going to have to spend periods of time in a calorie surplus. Bloody hell, I just had a voice crack, that set me off. So calorie surplus, meaning more calories than your body requires, which would be at maintenance calories, right? So if you go slightly above that, 10% above your maintenance calories into a small calorie surplus, when you go into a lean bulking phase, even if you do that, you are inevitably going to gain a little bit of body fat along the way. So if you're already at a position where you're not really comfortable getting more body fat, it makes no sense to go straight into a bulk. So cut first for 3 months around that time frame, or just cut for as long as you feel you need to in order to get those body fat levels down. And then I can tell you firsthand from my experience doing this, where I was prioritizing a 3 to 6 month cut, stripping off all the fat, getting a lot leaner than I was, I then felt more comfortable starting a lean bulk from that more leaner starting position. How do you actually go about this in practice? What is the quickest approach to building muscle? Building muscle comes down to 2 key things: training close to failure, not leaving more than 1 to 2 reps in the tank on your sets that you're tracking, on your heavy sets. So you need to be really pushing that intensity, training hard. And then progressive overload, which just means increasing the reps or the weight over time. So training, doesn't really matter what training plan you follow, I would just pick one to start with. Get some structure in place, so you can look for a full body training plan 3 days a week. You could do a push-pull legs 3 days a week, just pick one of those 2. And then you can always later down the line go to like a 4-day or 5-day split. But if you're starting out, I would just start with 3 training days per week. Get some sort of structure in place with some big compound exercises, meaning multiple muscle groups in each exercise. So that could be a squat, a leg press, a Romanian deadlift, a chest press, a shoulder press, a row, a pull down, big back exercises. Some of these key big movements, any training plan that has some of those exercises in, just pick some form of structure and track the workouts. Doesn't matter what form you track the workouts in. Could be the notes on your phone, could be on paper, just making sure that the weight's going up over time. I recommend my clients a app called Rep Count, which is free, really good. And that will save down your workouts in a log style so that you can see the weights going up. So as long as you are training close to failure and pushing the weights up through progressive overload over time, with any form of structure to the training, and then you're complementing that with the diet side of things. So having enough protein, the key thing with protein is having around 1 gram per pound of your body weight per day. For most males, you're looking at about 140, 150 grams up to 200 plus. If you're a bigger person, you'd have more like 200 or above. But if you're watching this and you're skinny fat at the moment, I'd say around 150 grams of protein should be more than enough. And just go up from there basically. In terms of calories, aim initially during this fat loss phase in the first 3 to 6 months for a 500 calorie deficit per day. You can calculate and estimate for your calories online, just Googling it, and then reducing your carb and fat portion steadily while keeping the protein high is how you're going to see those changes in shape. Now, when you've done your initial 3 to 6 month cut and you're happy with your body fat levels, this is the point to gradually increase the carb and fat portions to bring your calories back towards maintenance. Initial 3 to 6 month cut, then do a longer term bulk. Don't jump the calories up stupidly high when you go into a bulking phase. Just go to a small calorie surplus, say 10% above your maintenance calories. Have loads of protein, train hard, push the weights up, make sure you're getting good quality sleep and a good quality diet, and do those things. You will definitely see those changes that you're looking for. But in my experience, most people just don't give it enough time, aren't patient enough to actually see those changes that they want. You've got to expect this to take years if you want to build a lot more muscle than you currently have. These physiques are built over 5 years, not 5 months, right? So just stay patient, it will happen. Apply these tips, guarantee you will see those changes in shape you're looking for. Cut initially, then lean bulk, get after it, and that is how you are going to fix being skinny fat. Hope you found those tips useful. As I mentioned, there is a longer form video breaking all this down on my channel, which you may be interested in, so have a watch of that as well. Click like and hit the subscribe button if you're new, if you found this useful, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.